Filho, João, a gente lá, quando chegarmos ao caso, quando estivermos todos juntos, eu já faço lá um brisco, está bem?
Está bem. Até já. Bom dia. Olá. Porta aberta?
Pode deixar, pode deixar. Obrigada.
my pitch. Bom dia.
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, you get fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever. You kiss me. Fever where you hold me tight. Fever in the morning. Fever all through tonight. So light up at the daytime, the moon lights up at the night. I light up when you call my name. I'm gonna treat you right. You give me fever when you kiss me. Fever when you hold me tight. Fever in the morning. Fever over the night. Everybody's got a fever. There is something you fever is such a neat thing. Fever starts along and go. Romeo like Juliet, she felt the sun. When she just arms around her side, Julie, baby, you're my thing. I get the fever. Your kisses, fever with the fire from you. Fever, I am fire. Baby, you're beautiful soul. Now you listen to my story. Here's the part that I have. Just where I do you feel.
Espera. Oh, just a moment. The second make it right. Olá, bom dia. Obrigado.
dia.
Bom dia, senhora.
Tudo bem? Está com o MSC, com a ida. Deve ser com o MSC.
Um momento.
Bom dia, tudo bem?
Ele sabe.
Estou com o MSC, com o barco MSC.
É.
Então posso pedir para pôr mesmo no princípio, lá da passadeira. Vou para lá. Mesmo.
Lá no princípio?
Sim.
Estás no meu grupo? Estás no meu grupo?
Não sei, eu acho que só às meia e meia. Agora ainda não. Acho que estou com o Tiago.
João Souza. João S. És tu?
Não, João Soares.
João Soares. Rota 4. Grupo 4, Rota 3,
então,
Pedro, Beatriz, João
Pois,
Soares
estou
e Tiago.
contigo. Sim.
Não estás comigo.
Tá bem.
Vais aqui à frente.
Agora eram 6 da tarde, disse assim,
Às 6 da tarde, assim é bom, assim é que não dormes.
era 8h30 da noite, então acordei,
Pois, é o problema.
acordei.
É de um gajo
Mas eu
que
podia ter ficado mais, assim, conseguia ficar o resto, mas depois não, vou-me levantar, ainda dá 8h30, vou fazer qualquer coisa, e vamos dormir um sininho. 1 horinhas, está-se bem. Jantar, caralho, assim, jantar. Mas merda, olhei para a mulher e disse, não. Sim, já. Eu também vou para a cama. Mal é o que sai ao virar. Foda-se. E até já estás a chegar, não foda-se, já estás a ensinar. Acabou a televisão para toda a gente. Vai ser giro agora. Vai ser sol do bom local. Vou bem umas companhias de mal. Fica ali. É para lá.
Isto é tudo, isto não acaba, não é? Porra, somos 3, 4. Beatriz, acho que. Aí está contigo? O que é que eu achava que estava comigo?
Olha que isso é grande, é?
Olha, Alex, e assim?
Olha, vira para o pai. Para o outro lado. Vai direito, vai. Acabou?
Bom dia. Estamos juntos, hein?
Aqui é o 29. Chegou agora.
Olá, João.
Bom dia.
Então, como é que isso vai?
Tudo bem.
Então,
trás.
Se abre, não é? Se abre, se abre. Fazer
Partilhar às 8h30.
Bom dia, senhor.
Opa, sem
dia.
boina?
Bom dia.
Sem boina, isso realmente é.
Sem boina?
Sem boina, foi a primeira vez que a gente se tirou sem boina, João.
Quem é que sem boina?
Boina.
Ah, boné?
Boné.
Assim esqueci-me em casa.
Bruno. Bruno. Assim buscar o café, toma.
Somewhere, someday, we'll be close together, wait and see. Oh, by the way, this time things on me. You take my hand, and you look at me, adoringly, finally, and this time things on me. It would be fun to be sure that I'm the one, to know that I am sublime.
I fell in love with love one night when the moon was full. I wasn't white with eyes unable to see. I fell in love with love everlasting. But love fell out with me.
Well, fazemos fazemos assim. Ó, fazemos assim. Primeiro o que foi no caralho, vou logo direto aos pastéis.
Bom dia. Como tudo bem? Tá. Tá.
Bom dia, como é que isso vai? Tudo
Bom
bem?
dia.
Oi, tudo bem? Terminal, você está por no clube da barbearia? Não. Bem, está bem.
Olha, terminal do que?
Vamos. Serrano?
Arrumar o...
Deixa sair, passas os tapumes, vais lá à frente e vês uma coisa do parque, se calhar parque.
Não é este?
Não é este.
Não.
É o tal.
Yeah.
Vai, tchau, até já. Ok, tudo bem? Bom, onde é que está Tiago? Estás comigo? Não, a gente já vem. Eu e o foi para ali. Ela já vem.
É a Beatriz, não é?
É Beatriz. Ela foi para ali, não sei o que ela vai dizer. Não pode entrar, mas já vem. Já tive aqui a combinar com o Paulo, nós temos os dois a mesma rota, mas já vamos, eu já explico. Olha aqui o vídeo da Beatriz, que eu já explico para todos perceberem a cena. Não há vinhos outra vez, portanto, eu vou já. Pode-se entrar por ali, mulher.
É por ali.
Eu sei, mas espera aí, já agora espera aí.
Briefing. Faz lá briefing.
Falta só, deixa só o Tiago entrar ali.
Este é o Tiago dos sinais de nota.
Só que ia terminar isto.
Ah, esse é o Tuk-Tuk que o Zé Lobo às vezes anda todo amoado.
Pronto, presente.
Bom, então é assim, nós somos o grupo 4, Rota 3. A Rota 3 não tem vinhos, não tem Ice Tea de Setúbal, só tem pastéis. Vamos fazer uma paragem nos pastéis, vamos fazer uma paragem no Spa, São Pedro de Alcântara, e vamos fazer a paragem no Monte. Como é que vamos fazer isto? Nós já estive a falar com o Paulo também tem a mesma rota que nós, ok? Então nós vamos ser os primeiros a ser carregados, que é para a gente arrancar logo. Mal a gente tenhamos todos, arrancamos logo.
Ok.
Se quando a gente chegarmos aos restauradores, aos pastéis, parar bem ao pé do Hard Rock e vamos aos pastéis. Um veio comigo para me ajudar nos pastéis, pelo menos a dar a distribuir as coisas. Um de nós, da nossa equipa, para vocês dois vejam, vai a fechar, ok? Eu vou à frente, um vai a fechar. Sempre atentos ao telemóvel, que eu vou estar sempre a mandar mensagens a dizer que estamos a caminho, onde é que estamos, vamos sair, tudo. O caminho que eu costumo fazer, saímos daqui, entramos aqui em Alfama, Madalena, subimos a Madalena, descemos até Martim Muniz, Praça da Figueira, Rocio, restauradores. Dos restauradores descemos a Rua do Ouro, depende do trânsito. Se houver muito trânsito, normalmente eu vou pela esquerda, estás a ver, e dou a volta lá em
É
baixo.
mais simples se tu escreveres.
Escrever porquê?
Escrever como o Tiago fez aqui. Escreve-se na letra. É mais fácil. Ok. E bem. Rota, qual é a nossa rota? É 3?
A nossa rota
Número.
o nosso grupo é o 4, rota é 3.
Rota 3.
A rota 3 é simples, mas não tem nada que enganar. É pastéis, spa e monte.
Ok, olha, eu vou pôr aqui nas notas. Não, mas para saberes muito mais por nós. Assim, só, claro. Então, daqui saímos, vamos para.
Restauradores,
Daqui
para os pastéis.
para os pastéis, portanto.
É Madalena?
É Madalena.
Martim Muniz?
Daqui é
Madalena.
Madalena, Martim Muniz,
Martim Muniz.
Praça da Figueira,
Muniz, Praça da Figueira.
Praça do Recio,
Figueira.
Esta hora Algarves ainda.
Recio.
Porque
Precisa
nós,
de 15 minutos.
nós não vamos por
Restauradores. Depois, restauradores.
Passamos à casa
Rua do Ouro.
Passeio. Casa de quem? Do Fernando Passeio. Fernando Pessoa? Sim, Pessoa. Há uma casa lá,
Em
o...
Campo de Ourique.
Não,
Pedro.
não, é na Baixa. Na Baixa. Isso era... essa rua que tu estás a falar, a Rua dos Douradores, essa rua está fechada. Já nós não podemos passar por essa rua.
Rua do Ouro.
Mas a partir deste dia 1 de Abril, essa está fechada.
Eu dei conta.
Rua do Ouro, Conceição, Rua Nova da Almada, se quiseres fazer assim, já faz assim.
Conceição.
Rua da Conceição, Rua Nova da Almada, Rua do Chiado, Carmo, Rua da Misericórdia, paragem no spa de 10 minutos, Rua do Século, Calçada do Combro.
Calma aí, calma.
Não, não vale a pena tu estás a fazer isso.
Nem faço.
Vão atrás de mim, acabou. Mas não tens que fazer essa merda. Venham atrás de mim, não custa nada, meu. Estão a fazer rota para quê, mulher?
Eu sei.
Sabes?
que
Então
atrás-
continua.
Pronto, mas acho que eu gosto de ter estas coisas.
Continua,
juntas.
vais querer.
Misericórdia, spa, pronto.
Preço Real, Rua do Século, Calçada do Combro,
Príncipe Real. Depois,
Rua do
Século.
Calçada do Combro. Isto se tivermos tempo, depois ali. Senão,
Ali é direita ou
segundo-
esquerda? Direita
Se no
Parlamento.
spa a gente vê que não temos
É a
tempo,
última paragem, não é?
chegamos logo para o Camões e do Camões.
Ok.
Calçada do Combro, já está?
Já está, sim. Next.
Camões,
Camões.
Calçada de São Francisco,
Camões. Calçada de São Francisco.
Conceição, Rua da Conceição, depois vais direito à Sé, Portas do Sol e Monte.
Sol, Monte. Ok.
Depois do Monte, São Vicente, Panteão e Terminal.
Pronto.
Mas não há coisas gostadas já?
Em princípio não. Só amanhã
Até
vai
que tu achas o
começar a
trânsito
ver.
tão levezinho.
Amanhã vai ser foda.
Vai ser.
Amanhã vai ser muito foda.
Sim, vai haver muitas coisas cortadas.
Como é que foi o ano passado?
Mas diz que,
Trabalho.
que até que se costuma faturar bem no 25 de Abril. Trabalha-se bem.
Eu não gosto de trabalhar desses dias.
Não gostas?
Só dá a merda.
Mas pelo menos ontem disseram os
Tens
colegas.
que dar uma voltas do caralho.
Ah, é?
Bom, está percebido?
Eu já pego.
Já percebi.
Ah,
Fala do
Ok?
Líder.
Está percebido? Está percebido?
Tá, sim, senhora.
Olha, mas para o WhatsApp você.
Queres que eu mande?
Sim,
Pronto, vou mandar.
Já agora.
para o WhatsApp. Não é só por ti. Se tu fazes, olha,
Eu tenho que.
se é profissional tem que ser completamente profissional. Pensar até ao metade da rua.
Copiar isto.
Bom,
Share.
Pronto, e os clientes? Já sabemos
os
mais ou menos como é que eles são?
os clientes ainda não sabemos se são de brigada do reumático ou não.
Eu adoro isso não.
Eu não sei se são DRs.
É brigada do reumático.
Se for brigada do reumático,
Ice-Tea.
Setúbal.
Ice-Tea de Setúbal.
Portanto,
não
é
há um-
assim.
Ok.
A princípio, esta rota é esta. Vamos ver o tempo que temos. Se chegarmos ao spa e no spa eu vir que não temos tempo para fazer Rua do Século, Calçada do Combro, descemos logo outra vez pela Misericórdia, chegamos ao Camões, damos ali a volta
Siga
e
para
siga babingo. Já vi que tu és o que vais ter que ir a fechar.
É?
É. Eu digo-te as coisas, tu já apanhaste os pontos todos, já sabes os pontos todos.
Já tens
Eles não,
experiência, nós temos-
eles ainda não estão a apanhar.
Eu fecho na boa, eu adoro
Fechas
fechar.
na boa, pronto, fechas na boa. Mas
Alguma coisa, vou lá buscar.
antes que sejas tu a fechar, porque ela não vai fechar bem, porque a condição dela ainda não está bem coisa. Ele também é princípio nisto, portanto é melhor,
Os principiantes.
é melhor de seres tu a fechar, está bem?
Para mim está tudo bem.
Fixe?
Para mim.
Já é.
Sabes os caminhos,
eu-
eu já te disse qual é que é o trajeto, sabes qual é que é o
Sim,
trajeto de cá.
Bora. Para mim, bora. Contem
Bora.
comigo.
Bora,
Fixe.
ok.
Sem
Pronto.
stress.
Agora é assim, vamos começar. A ideia é, sermos os primeiros a carregar, mal a gente tenha os 16 dentro do Tuk, arrancamos logo, estás a ver?
Ok.
Que é para o Paulo depois arrancar e quando a gente já está quase prontos dos pastéis, está ele a chegar aos pastéis.
Até já.
Queres que eu ajude com outras por lado?
Olha, já agora, obrigado. Vai dar tudo direitinho. Hoje estão 30 graus, pessoal. Parar.
30?
30 graus.
Vamos lá ver.
É pá, obrigadíssimo pela ajuda.
Nada, Berlim. Esses aqui são mais cômodos do que os outros ou não?
Qual?
Isso.
A limusine?
Não, limusine é sempre, mas essa é a limusine da Tailândia.
Essa é porreira. É boa. Eu gosto.
É
Aguenta-se
mais.
bem, dá para acelerar.
Dá
Dá para acelerar.
no celular?
É, acelera. Não, mas é pouco, né?
Hã?
Acontece aqui as águas.
Now I just can't trust this heart. But it's all passing. Yeah.
Ela também já tem. Vou esquecer. Eu já tenho alguns anos, não?
Quê?
Já tem alguns anos.
Já. Era da Luísa ainda. Era da Luísa, da senhora que guiava isto. Este é mesmo dos originais, é tudo isto. É dos primeiros estes.
João, és fixe?
Tá. Não, está. Aqui a câmera está aqui.
Eu às vezes eu costumo fazer isso. Montes de vezes. Porque não me importa nada. Alguma coisa fica para trás, está aqui a moto, tenho de volta. Sinal encarnado, para cruzamentos, essas coisas, tudo eu ponho. alguma coisa se houver, não é que no outro dia, isto pode ser uma cena engraçada. Pá. Estávamos a descer ao Martim Muniz, aliás, a descer a calçada de Santo André para a moraria, pá, e de repente, metade do grupo ficou a rua da esquerda, foi cortado, metade do grupo segue todo para a direita. O municipal fechou para ir para lá com o retroescavador. Pá, então, todo difícil.
Convenient, comfortable.
Good morning.
Good morning. I will be your tour guide.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. Good morning. Do we need to put the seatbelt on?
Oh yes, as recommended, and the police look after.
Oh, yes. Yes.
the-
Is it like this? First time I've been on the Tuk-Tuk.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Where are you from?
We come from UK.
Oh, great.
right? I haven't got it over there.
Oh, there's only here in the back
Oh,
seat
yes, oh.
because if we go something,
Oh, that's
you have
right,
the
that's right.
you have the more secure place.
Yes,
That's
it's
why you
all
have the
right,
other kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, like I said, we originally we're from UK.
We're from Hong Kong.
And which are you? You are from?
No, we were born in Hong Kong.
Are born in Hong Kong?
Yes.
Really? Oh, welcome. I'm sorry. Better than this way.
Oh, nice.
It's okay. It's okay. The music.
Yes.
No? Okay. So
Okay with us.
I will be your tour guide. So I will drive you and I will explain every places.
Okay.
And just to ask, I knew from the ladies that came from the UK. Where do you come from?
Florida.
Florida, USA.
USA. St.
So-
Augustine.
Oh, very good. So please put the seatbelts on. That is yours, and yours is here. Okay. Sure.
No.
Oh, okay.
Shit. No, it's just like you've got yours twisted.
There we go. Thank you so
Is
much.
that too tight?
Oh, that's fine. It loosens as we go.
It's okay, or you have also expansion if you want to. You're good. Okay. So. Okay. So I like to introduce myself.
Yes.
My name is João. You can call me John because easier. You just have this little journey, so you don't put it in difficult names. So, and John is really the right name. So I want to introduce you a little bit in the Portuguese history.
Okay.
So at first, for my friends from the UK, the oldest alliance between two countries are between Portugal and England. And since 1000.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Depois escreve no grupo quantos tem. So since 1384, and is still in force. That was one also the reasons why Portugal get also in the NATO, because England asked for it. So, and we was founder of the NATO also with England and the US. And there's one thing we will pass a lot of time, this timeline. There is one big catastrophe who changed everything in our history, and it is implicit to the Lisbon, because we had 1755 a big earthquake.
Oh, yes.
So if the big earthquake, just to know what happened, it is because there was the earthquake and hit every part of Lisbon, and then the upper town, which calls Bairro Alto, was the place of the rich people. They have carpets, they have floor stuff on the walls. So there was not 1755, not electric lights. So there was oil lamps, and they're falling down and began to burn all the upper town of the rich. They flee downtown to the palace of the king in front of. It was downtown called Baixa, and then came a tsunami. So we talk about, they said about 50,000, nobody knows really the time.
Wow.
So I believe more than the half was killed, and that impacts a lot of the history from Portugal and even of Europe, because Portugal was the country who discovered the whole world, bring the Christianity, all the parts, and was the first one. And all Europe was thinking, why this was so hit by God, because. And there's so many letters in every country, in Europe, even Germany, Netherlands, everything, and so. So what then became the new era. It changes from the Renaissance to the new era. The people don't believe like. Let's go. Okay. So don't believe like 100% on God, because something is not logical on that system. So now I put me in a tuk, and I will tell you a lot from the tuk. I put the music a little bit lower that you can understand better. And
That's a long way to go from Florida to Portugal, isn't it? Yeah, it's nice getting Is it first time on this ship? First time? Yeah, the Montreal, but they've been at sea. Oh, right. Oh, you must like it.
I don't know, you can get money.
so the beginning of the big alliance between Portugal and England was because we protect England from the French, because we was the nation who began with the big navy, and so they can't go over the channel to England, because Portugal protected. And then afterward, England helps a lot against the Castilians, which became later the Spaniards. Oh.
Quite chilly.
Quite chilly, yeah.
I said, I'm wearing these tops. I got my earmuffs in case. I brought gloves in case. It's the wind. It's different for the wind.
Yeah, the sun's alright.
It would be much better.
Já podes me ultrapassar, sim? Mas aqui por baixo do coisa faz isso por ali.
Eu vou atrás.
Sim, sim, tu vais. Não, vais tu. Tá. So.
If we were walking, they wouldn't be out until 10 o'clock.
No.
You guys must be used to this kind of weather.
Kind of, yeah, but
You don't like
how can you get used to the cold? That's what I say. No?
Of course, Florida is boiling hot all the time. No. From like November
Vai.
till March. It gets cold. Oh, yeah.
We were there, we took
It was hot. That's our ship. In all its glory.
Very soon. But now it's
Oh, yeah.
So.
No, we're doing it back to back to back.
Oh, food, yeah.
On the ship. 12 days, yes. 5 days.
Oh, wait off to next then. I'll look at this.
We will go 2 days, then we'll go to Belgium.
And Amsterdam.
No, we don't have
So.
Rotterdam. Yes.
So. Moment, please. Oh, hello,
It's going to be a total of
ladies. On the right side, you see a thermal fountain next behind this house. And please look also up. And that is the oldest building around a fountain here in Lisbon.
wow.
So, and see, very beautiful. And what can I say? It is good that we have a lot of water in this city, and we have even this hot water springs too. So it was this obviously that sailors like to stay here because also of the natural harbor we have here in front. Even your ships used. So what do you think? How old could Lisbon be? 1500. Okay, that's a guess.
1560 if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. The truth is, Lisbon was already settled by the Phoenicians, and the Phoenicians was on the war against the ancient Egypt. So we're talking about just improvement 1200 years before Christus. So it's more than 3000 years old, and that's why it by proof older than Rome and even older like the sayings about the founding of the Rome. So it means it is older than, there's one of the oldest cities in Europe. Maybe Athens is older. So that is just a few of this age in Europe. So I said already, we have this earthquake, and in that part here, that is downtown, we get the earthquake and the tsunami, not the fire. So it means every house here is built after 1755. But one house is a little exception because they picked the stones up from the front. So, and we will pass the church, which they take care that they're searching the whole city from the stones for the front of this building, and maybe you will get why they did that. But there's another story about it. A Nossa Senhora da Conceição Velha is this church you will see on my right side. Is this one. The most known discoverer from Portugal is Vasco da Gama. Before he goes to the sea and to found a way to India, he prayed on that church.
Is there also apartments that are out there?
What?
Apartments?
Apartments, yeah, there's a lot of apartments here, a lot of Airbnbs, but if you just rent one, you had at least paid 2,000 euros on that part of the city.
2,000 a month?
A month, yes.
Usually began at 1,500 bucks.
What did that do?
That's why a lot of these folk hug in the
Same day that you pay. No. It's usually longer downtown.
Oops, sorry.
Hang on, yeah.
So our nation was built by conquer against the Muslims, which we called the Moors. So, and the Moors came from North Africa and taken over the Iberian Peninsula from the leftings after the Roman Empire. So our language was really in the beginning formed in northern West Spain, which is nowadays Galicia. And there was a tribe, original tribe from Celtic. So the Celtic language merged with the Latin, and that makes the difference from Portuguese to Spanish. So I said already, we was built by conquer against the Moorish, and we passed this place, and this place called Martín Muniz. Martín Muniz was a cross knight who was on fighting against, again, the Muslim on this area. And we have on the right side, you don't see right now, we will see later, a castle. And there was before a Muslim castle. And Martín Muniz, he go off his settlings a little bit far away. So, and then he saw that the Moorish people came from a hole to assault the cross knights by night. And then he waited that the Moorish people came back. And then he put himself in the door. And of course he was punished by the Muslim people and he died. But he let the door, so he died like that way that the cross knights can go to the door, through the door, and assault the castle. So that is the place who called of his name, Martín Muniz. So, and so it means Portuguese was found on the 4th century, but the Portuguese state was found 1134. 1134, what was happened? A son decided to make his own kingdom. So a son of a queen, the Queen of Leon, which is later became Galicia of Spain, decided to make his own kingdom and named by a city who was there, or is still there. It was Porto. Porto is northern of Portugal. Past time it called Portus Cale. Portus means a harbor in Latin, and Cale means is Celtic and means mountain. And the city is really on one mountain on the Hebrew. So there came the name from. But our Asian tree, so Portugal had an Asian tree before the Romans, in between the two big rivers. One of them is the Tejo, you pass to the harbor, and the other is by the Porto de Douro. And there the Romans said he settled a tribe called the Lusitanians, and that's the tribe, the mainly tribe of this area, the Lusitanians. So now you see the right, the statue of João I, like my name, like John the First, and John the First, who was the beginning of the discovery age. Why? Because he settled the university, the school of sailing, the school of navigation, the school of ship engineering. Not himself, it makes his son. His son was Henrik the Navigator. Even it is known in a lot of languages, even in German and Dutch and everything, in every language they have a name. So in English it is Henry the Navigator. We called him Infante, which means Prince Henrik. And he put it by himself, the engineer and everything. So he called Henrik the Navigator, but he never was on sea. he just prepared the country to go to the sea. So so now you know Portugal is a little country, only 10 million people. On the beginning of the discovery age, Portugal had not even 1 million. To compare to England, England had at the same time 14 million. So why we can get this big empire? So we get this empire with a few tricks. One of them, we founded the navigation. So the Romans navigate only by the street. They have to build a street, and then they knew how to go. And then came some kilometers later came a city. They found it too. So I will continue with that, but please look on the left side. That is Peter the Fourth. Peter the Fourth. That is the king. He came after the earthquake. So and what is so after the earthquake. After the earthquake began also immediately the Napoleon Wars. And Napoleon wanted also to conquer Portugal. But Portugal prepares and Napoleon could take over Portugal. So there's only two countries Napoleon didn't get. That was Russia and Portugal. But Portugal had also used some tricks. At first they sent the king family and the capital to another place. And it was Rio de Janeiro. So the time of the Napoleon, it was just 50 years after the earthquake. The city was still destroyed. The king family goes to Rio de Janeiro and came back, and his son, the Pedro, who get later the king, Pedro IV, came from a well-functioned city, was called Rio de Janeiro, to Lisbon, who was still destroyed because there was not mounted. And so he decided to make himself king of both, king of Portugal and king of Brazil. He became King Peter I of Brazil. Journalists asked him, so if you are king of both, where you want to bear it? And he said he want to be buried in Brazil, but his heart will stay always in Portugal. And then later they take that words very literally, and they buried them in Brazil, and their heart stays in Porto, which called pastime Portucalis. So, and now we will taste one of our special tarts, very famous, called the pastéis de nata. Yeah.
Sorry.
Get better.
Yeah, I don't need.
Okay. Okay.
Wait a minute.
So let's go in that direction. Just follow me. So just put this one here. Do not forget, not be stolen. So. So, by the way, this place called Restauradores. So, it is our restoration, and have something to do with the Spaniards, because Spain never take over Portugal. They tried a few times, but never take over. One time, but so not by war, because our king family didn't get no childs, so the kingdom fell into the Spanish. For 60 years, for 3 kings.
Wow.
So, and this monument is the Restauradores. So we went in a revolution again, and to put our empire again together, it needs a lot of thought.
Right.
And that is the monument of the people who put the empire together. That's why called Restauradores, means restoration. To restore again the empire.
For 60 years, rule.
Yeah, there was even funny story, because there was one king came to Portugal and he tried to speak Portuguese, and people looked in every like a end.
Right.
And so there was a lot of funny stories, and then the poet written books on it.
And your accent.
Yeah, this accent, that is the same like the Gaelic, like the Scottish people also try to speak, even though because they are original tribes.
Oh, really?
And that's why it makes that so it was not the 4th century, there was no conflict between nowadays. not open the restaurant because it's revolution. So he goes with the flowers outside and gave every soldier a carnation flower.
Really? That's amazing.
And then,
It's a carnation.
yes, the carnation flower, and they put it in the gun to show the people that don't want to shoot people. That is the real meaning of, and they did it really. They put it, not all, of course, there was much more army on the street, but at least who passed on this street, they get this flower on the gun.
Wow.
So, and yeah, last year was 2024, and the revolution was 1974, means 50 years.
50 years.
And they came all over the world, came the Portuguese to Lisbon to sing this one song
They sing the
and
one
to
song.
have this.
And to have a carnation. Oh my God.
It was an event.
That's so special.
This was very special.
So last year would have been a good time to see that because you see people with carnations
Yes.
and singing the same song.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's also good to just tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you are tomorrow here.
No.
So,
For sure.
but if you come next year, maybe if you like to, just buy a carnation flower.
Oh, that'd be nice.
See, because we include everyone.
There's a whole meaning to carnation.
Yes. So yeah, this one. So there we are. Yeah, you don't need it, right?
Yeah, I don't need it.
You know. So.
Yeah, the same one.
And they were not
hear
even
about
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
Very good about that. You can mention the song. Obviously, it's a bit like when we went to Portugal.
Right. When Joey away with FEMA. Sarah Huckabee is begging for money for Arkansas. Snakes are running betting each other. Sorry, politics. Go ahead, say it. One word, sums it up. One word.
Yeah, well, my word was
It was good on the immigration. I've gone through that. But for goodness sake, it was so YouTube the president phrase, very everything. It's funny.
You're not wearing a suit.
I know. I just have to stay bound.
There's other Boston, and kids walk, they come in whatever they want to wear. And yet, where's the list? You're not wearing a suit. What's that have to do with anything?
Yeah, that's why he wants to do the soldier. He said when you couldn't get peace, you wear a suit.
He was wearing it in honor of the soldiers.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
everything that comes out of his mouth is criminal.
Yeah. Well,
But you got elected.
yeah, but for the lights.
They have 350,000 people.
They're the big other balls.
They said, oh, he's.
You know, it took him 45 days to 90 days to piss off the whole world. Make everyone angry.
Yeah, that's the word to do.
I know in England this means drunk, but yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get it. Yeah, get this one. Oh, I just so he's not very popular. Is he?
Oh, he is. All these mega.
Oh, make him own.
Mega.
All these megas.
The brainless redhead.
Is it?
Yeah, my sister's a mega.
This is their brainless
She
redhead.
thinks he's the prince things that now. Are you kidding me? We can't even talk about it because she's
No. I know it.
Four years, everything was the previous president's fault.
Oh, I know.
I have an ingrown toenail. It's Biden. He made it for me. Yeah. I'll try not to laugh. My voice was.
Oh, yeah. Every day.
It is. It is.
Something
So what now? What now?
At least with the old sleepy guy, I can sleep at night.
Yeah.
I've actually had nightmares about some of the things he's doing.
Oh,
It's just so cruel.
It is cruel. It's a bully. It's a bully.
Lawyer that has sued him. He's pretty much fired.
Yeah.
Fired. You don't stand for my beliefs.
No, so, you're not on my side. No.
So please look on the right side.
Okay.
I hope there's the elevator, one of our elevators. Oh yeah, there is.
Oh, you're tram.
I'm impressed.
And
Wow.
it brings you from downtown to uptown.
Uh-huh.
So this is not just a tram, that's just an elevator, like that is the right term because it is pushed by a wire. So to go up, and a little bit later you see we have not just this one, we have also different kinds of.
How much does it cost to stay at that hotel?
In this hotels on that street,
Yeah.
I think I heard about 300, 350. So now we will pass the train station Rossio. Why I mentioned that? Because it is a style of the Manuelithic style. Manuelithic means that king first Manuel, or Manuel first, he built the Geronimus, and this Geronimo Cathedral is in that style. And of course train station make in 20th century. On the right side, this one. And this style, this I said already, the Manuelithic style, you found only here in Portugal. It's very playful and a lot of ornaments of the sea and even from the sailing ships, like wires and everything on it.
Very good dinner.
I
can't eat at that time.
No, it is very, yeah, you're right.
When you're 7, had a coffee.
Yeah,
That's all I can do.
that you can manage at that time.
Yes, and then go back to 11 and then
Yes, and then we can, yeah, we'll be at 11:30, whatever, lovely.
what I like about Europe, I love all these little cafes.
Yes. You don't have
You don't have that. No.
No, you don't.
Not
Oh,
really.
we're very,
We do
we're
have,
very fond of it.
yeah, we have restaurants that hasn't
I'll go see.
Hey, when we buy something, we don't get taxed. We know that's the price, and that's the price we're going to pay when we get to the deal.
So please look on the right side. We have just a few seconds to see that. That is another kind of elevator, 1902. Please look up.
Yeah, look at that.
That is the elevator Santa Justa was built by a Portuguese called Bonat, which have a French name because there's an old French family who developed centuries before in Portugal. And he studied in Porto first philosophy, and then he comes to French, and then he decides to study in Germany. So what has happened with the German engineering? Because it have a power system who was common for the German engineers. They have a water tank, and when the cabin is down, the water is up, and they fill it, and then the tank gets heavy and push the cabin up. So very simple techniques. So now on the left side, you see the building with these pillars on the right. That was the National Bank of Portugal. Right now it's just an ordinary bank inside. We don't press anymore our money in Portugal because we are part of the Eurozone. And there's just 3 places their money is printed. So now we come to the most expensive street on the time of the kingdoms. Not this one, the next one. The Rua Garet. And the Rua Garet, in the past time there was tailors, there were modists, there were shoemakers. All of them, of course, disappear because we have no kings anymore, and no queens, no queens anymore. And but one store was left. It is a bookstore, and this bookstore nowadays is the oldest bookstore of the world. So here begins the Rue Garret. So you see that the houses are a bit beautifuler than downtown, but even there was not destroyed by the earth by the tsunami because we are on the beginning of the uptown.
So high on.
So then after the construction site of the left side, you will see the oldest bookstore of the world. This one.
Oldest one in the world.
Yeah, the Libreria Bertrand.
Wow.
So this church is also very interesting because it was rebuilt after the earthquake, and organization of the rebuilding called Marquês de Pombal, but not only by the church, not only by this church, also by other places here. So, but the church is special because he wanted that looks like the Sixtine Chapel in the Vatican. So a lot of big paintings on the wall, on the desk, and so then please look on the left side. There's a house in yellow, and this was a brewery who made beer in the past time. That is Yellow Titles.
Now it's a hotel, it's an apartment.
I think that is it's like an Airbnb, so people can, yes. So now we come to the place called Largo de Carmo, and there is the Igreja, the church Carmo, which was never reconstructed after the earthquake. And there you see the example how the city was destroyed here uptown. And here is just the earthquake and the fire, not the tsunami. And even that destroy the church, this church. So the next building is the headquarters of the National Guard that have history with our Canadian Revolution, because here ends the revolution. Because the dictator flee to this house, and the National Guard negotiate with the army, and then both please the dictator to leave the country. So now on the left side you see a pink-red house, which was the theater for the kings and the upper families. This one, and you see it on this artful faces on the walls. So now in my front, now in my front is a church built by Jesuits, which is a convent, and the Jesuits built it inside in the style of the Rococo. It was very rich on ornaments. So here on my right side right now, this one. Sound rock.
Yes. Yeah.
Very down sometimes, but it's all right.
So now we have another stop, which is the Miradora. So Miradora means viewpoint, because our city is very hilly, lot of mountains. We have a lot of beautiful viewpoints. Just a second, I will bring the steps. Now we're going off to this side. You're welcome. Here?
I don't need.
Okay. Okay.
Long way.
Long way. Take your time. Just a bit far away.
Hold on.
Yes. Here we are.
Get my foot out. Hold on.
You can?
Get my foot out.
No? Okay.
Got it? Oh, on this side, on this side.
Everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we are.
Fine?
I'm fine.
So
Reward it with a
This-
lovely scenery.
this viewpoint is not the highest, but I think one of the most beautiful views. Because you see here everything very important on that place. Just let me explain you what you see. So, you see the castle on the right side, Saint George. So that has also to do something with English, because our nation was built, Portugal was built on fighting from the cross knights against the Moorish people. So of course they came all over Europe, came people here
Right.
to fight against the Moorish. So was a big help even on that time, long before our alliance again with England. It was a lot of English. So and that's why our castle called Saint George.
Oh.
It is related to a king of England. So, and that is Saint George. It was a takeover from the Moorish people. It was before Moorish, and there before was a Roman castle. And there before we are right now on researching, maybe the foundation is also from the Phoenicians.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Before the Romans.
Before the Romans.
Yeah.
Long before the Romans even.
Yes.
So and then, but you can see there, you see some trees on the upside, right?
Yeah.
There we go later. That is the Nossa Senhora do Monte, which is the highest point of Lisbon. And please just look if you find something interesting.
During the week, on the weekend,
So I think maybe
but usually I work Saturday and Sunday.
Fair enough, you need some time.
Get your phone up.
That's my bag, you know, after 4 or 5 hours, my yeah. On weekend I take a rest.
Fair enough. I might be back next week.
I'm also but tomorrow I'll be here. Tomorrow it's holiday in Portugal.
Oh, is it? Okay. For holiday?
25th of April, the Freedom Day.
Oh, okay.
We get our revolution on that day tomorrow.
Okay, I see. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, come on, all well.
Well.
You see,
Thank you.
you see a lot of colors, right? The house is very colorful.
Good luck.
And there's also a story about, because our dictator was cruel. The people who served him was very very bad people. So, but he's also very stupid. And one of these very stupid ideas is you can paint your house only in white.
You told me about it, yeah.
And exception the houses with titles, of course, because of the heritage.
Right.
And then, so that is, we're talking about the 20th century, much later. So, and then when we have the 25th of April, 1974, the next was the people did paint it. And then why? And then it's so,
I'm gonna paint my house now.
no, paint the white.
Holland is very clean. It's a very clean country, and most of their houses are whitewashed.
Yeah, right.
They don't believe in color.
Where?
In Holland.
In Holland. Oh, yeah. You know, we have this story about our dictatorship. So even if you want to have a little bit color, you can risk to paint around the windows.
Ah.
So
How about the front door?
yeah, even in front of the door, just to put a little bit color.
A little bit color.
So, but of course, we are not Holland, Netherlands. We are
I
different.
know.
We have
Right,
we are even much older than. We are one of the oldest countries here in Europe. Who is still in
Who is the
existence.
oldest country?
The oldest country in Europe? I don't know, because maybe England. Could be England.
Oh.
Because it depends how you count it. If you count it since the founding and still exists,
Right.
maybe England. If you counted the first mention, maybe the Greeks.
Yeah.
But they have 400 years disruption
Right.
by the Ottoman Empire. So, what I want to say? Oh, I will remember again. We have time, so just the other.
Take some photos.
Yeah, I can take photos with you if you want to.
Yeah. Take photos.
Sure.
Have you got a camera?
Oh.
I think she wanted us to use that one.
Yeah.
Well, certainly. Here you are.
Don't need to open it. Can you just hold it?
I've got my phone right in my hand.
Yeah, I think she said take a picture on our phone.
Oh yes, I can see it. Yeah, lovely. 1, 2.
Great. Oh, nice one.
So, like you want, we can go back and just talk a little bit more in the Tuk, or we can stay here like you want. The others are still.
It's quite nice sitting here, isn't it? Yeah.
So,
Yeah, look at that. That sign, that hand card.
Yeah.
It's beautiful blue and white on that building.
On that building.
And I remember that from coming here the last time, that we'd go into a shop and there was a lot of blue and white plates and
Yes, blue and white. Yes.
And I said, you know, that was what I remember the last time we were here. It's that light blue color.
we have, of course, we have these titles, and pastime blue and white was available then. But we have another thing with blue and also with England again in common. Our first banner was just blue and white, in the same shape like the English. English are red and white, the same shape in
Same
blue
shape.
and white.
Blue and white.
And that is, and we changed it a lot, our banner. And what is remain from the white and blue is in the center now in the pattern, and we have this 5 pattern, blue pattern in the center, and like a cross, and behind it is white. The 5 patterns means the five nails from Jesus Christus. And even in these panels is also again five white dots, which mean also the 5 nails,
5 nails.
of the Jesus.
It's good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
So yeah, we can go just to the Tuk, and so at least we take a little bit longer than to go in. And You're welcome.
This is the no panic zone?
This is no panic attack. Just hold my hand and be quiet.
Sorry, I didn't know.
We have time. So,
Yes, we have
because they are still in
In the talking stage.
talking stadium, and we can talk while we walk, and we take a little bit longer. That's why
Right.
just
Exactly.
so.
Not a problem.
If you can, just get. We can. Yeah.
You need to get away from that ledge. They're doing some kind of performance tomorrow.
Oh, of course. 25th of April.
Yeah.
So that's what this is all about here.
Oh, we have a lot of places. Every place will be something here. This is a very important day. I know I don't will sleep this night, so let us help us together.
Well, they should go first. Okay.
We have to go first.
Well, they're.
We don't want to have to get past them.
Yeah, let's go.
So it's
I'm in the. Oh, okay.
it's our time to shine.
This isn't working.
Oh, perfect.
There you go.
Ah, well done.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Third in the last 2 years.
I'm better. I'm much better.
Yes, you should have never had this until about 3 years ago.
I think it's when I started having my cataract problem. And then they had cataract surgery.
Oh.
And then it was even worse. And then they had to do laser on my new lens because it fogged over.
Yeah.
So just now getting back. There was no way that we would because even going from the court,
Yes. This is what it is, isn't it? Yes.
yeah, we put down the
Turns into a hot one.
We're doing the hot one.
Yeah, we're hopping. We're hopping. Yes.
Yes, we're having that only 2 days.
Actually, mostly crawling, but
Get there in
crawl on and crawl off.
Get there in there.
so please, I have a bottle of water.
Oh, thank you so much.
So, here we are.
Thank
thank you
That's
so much.
lovely. Thank you.
And even some towels.
Oh.
You're welcome.
this is. Any color you want. Black.
Yes.
It sounds like kind of like Portugal. Lisbon, doesn't it?
The golf cart, yeah.
We have a golf cart.
It's not Trump chasing golf. He has a golf cart that's twice as fast as the one that anyone plays. So when he hits the ball, he's off like a shot. 30-mile-an-hour golf cart. Then he gets somebody else a 15-mile-an-hour golf cart. And they're like tugging along behind him. Well, by the time they get, oh look, I'm on the green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
In other words, we choose.
Yeah.
It's not anything cheats on those calls. Do you get lots of visitors now? People are not reluctant to go to the States?
Yep, 40% down.
Oh, that's not going to the, tourism. Canada.
Why are you picking our best friends?
States.
They're not for anybody.
I know. That's why I'm watching all the American groceries. That's why and all that Charlie. That's his favourite word, Charlie. He loves the word Charlie. Yeah,
Mean and cruel.
that's outrageous, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not only that, but
See, one day you put a sheriff on you and then he says, well, I'll just spend a couple of 90 days so you can get your stuff together. I mean,
you just do what he wants.
he does.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not good for the not for the country.
And he's
It
violating
is a power.
Yeah,
Well,
and he's violating
a couple of things for us is that it's made the USA against the world. And,
It's not giving you a bad name.
And now, get this now. As U.S. citizens, we're not a citizen until we step foot in the country. So they have the right to look through our phones when we go back to the States. Yeah. And there's people denied entry because of it. Why do we get denied entry?
Oh, they're arresting U.S. citizens, which is crazy. They're U.S. citizens and they're stopping them in airports.
The thing is, citizenship doesn't kick in until you get past customs. You have no rights.
It's totally crazy. I don't, and he is not representing the Constitution of the United States at all.
He took an oath to defend the Constitution and obey it. And breaking that oath, it seems to me they could do something like get rid of it.
Then we have bans in it.
Oh God, anything but that.
Oh, what a terrible human being that would be. He's the only person I would say it's smarmy.
Oh, yeah, I know. Oh.
Very smarmy.
But when he was in Europe, he was criticizing about the UK. Yeah. He was criticizing his wife is
Chinese people, peasants.
yeah. When we take from the Chinese peasants and we give them back to the Chinese. I mean, God, we don't really know China just so like we are way up in the future. High speed road.
Look on the left side
Yeah.
if you like it.
Is that like just a monument or something? Was it a
Oh,
building?
that is just a fountain, a water fountain.
I love the tiles here, the green tiles. Beautiful. Oh, cute, aren't they?
Fought against the Red Chinese in the Korean War. And when they came back, he was a very wise man. He said, we'll never have to fight the Chinese again. The tribes, why? He said, because they'll come back and buy us. And it's so true. It's so true.
Yeah.
They own us. You're messing with your master.
I mean,
That's ridiculous. 145%. When did that happen?
No, he wants it to 245, but obviously that would be retaliation. Okay.
Again, that's maybe.
iPhone, you got GPS with iPhone.
You can't mess with money.
His
Yeah.
billionaire friends all in their money.
He wants it. A lot of things like to this stage to be made.
Airplanes that fly in the middle of hurricanes, they make you forget about it. That's gonna be fun. So that's why I'm spending a lot of money to put the generator. The house generator.
So please look on the right side. You will see another elevator. That is the beaker. Oh, there's no, there's something wrong. There's not. There's down right now. Sorry.
There's no way me too. No way. No, me too. I don't think. Yeah.
Oh, please. Now we come on the statue of Luís de Camões. Luís de Camões is the most important poet for the Portuguese. He lived on 16th century on the time of the discoverer. He talked with the captains. This is on the left side. We see it again after the here again. Luís de Camões. And he was the one who explained a lot why we Portuguese get to this empire. One of this mentioned what he did. One of this mentioned what he did. Oops, sorry. Is that our captains left sailor on the places they want to have at embassy. And he said, the captain said to the sailors, make friends. So the captain's departure to discover the next place. And when they came back, they have a friend who gave them water and food. And they gave part of the trade line, so they get wealthy too. So in Africa, these places turns to colonies later. And in Asia came later. Yeah, and even they are much more populated than mostly just cities or inhabited islands. Because we have this just small nation. In the past time, 1 million, nowadays 10.
Yeah.
So New York have in one place more people than Portugal in the whole country.
There's the oldest city in New York. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
St. Augustine. It's the oldest city in the U.S.
really young country.
You know, country.
Yeah,
So when we're talking about young countries, so Portugal was the first navigator. So he built the first colonies. So and they left it after the revolution. So example, Angola was 500 years Portuguese, and Mozambique like too. So just to imagine, there's a lot of countries in the world that have not that age, even in Europe. Yeah. For example, Italy have only 200 years. Yes. Even in Europe, yes. They like to mention that the Asian tribe are the Romans, but the ancient tribe of the Italians are the Etrusci. The Romans transformed to the Vatican State.